Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video, we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this Xiaomi Mi 5. And this is actually the Indian retail unit that will be sold in India, but just the box is in Chinese. And this is a review unit. Hugo said that they didn't have the boxes yet ready for India, hence it's in this box, but this is what we are going to get in India. So let's have a look. And this is the black color variant that I have. We also have this Mi 5 in other three colors. This pink variant won't be available in India, but we have the white, black, and the gold variants. So this is the variant, and sadly only one variant of the Mi 5 will be launching in India. That is the 32 gigabyte variant. The 64 and the limited edition ceramic edition won't be launching as of now. So that's what we have. We have some manuals, so let me keep that thing to the side. And we also get a charger. With the Indian retail box, we will be getting a two-prong adapter, and it's a Qualcomm 2 certified charger that we'll be getting in India. So it has quick charging. The device actually supports Qualcomm quick charging 3, but the adapter that will be bundled, at least in India, will have Qualcomm quick charging 2s. As the Mi 5 supports USB-C, so it's a USB-C type cable that we get. So this is the Mi 5 itself, and the first thing that I noticed when I picked up this device is how light it feels in the hand. It has a 5.15 inch screen, which is a 1080p screen, and let's just power it on, and gives that Mi logo. And by the time it boots, let me actually give you a physical overview. On the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. We also have an IR blaster, so you can use this to control devices like televisions, air conditioners, set-top boxes, etc. And this again is a metallic rim. We have the chamfered edges, so it looks really cool. On this end, we have the volume rocker and the power on off button. Moving towards the bottom, we have the speakers and the USB-C type port. Again, it does support Qualcomm quick charging 3. And on this end, we just have the SIM slot. It's a dual SIM device, but the issue is that, and it's a nano SIM. The issue is that you cannot put actually a micro SD card. So it's just for the SIM slot. So storage is what you get, and so you just get about 32 gigabytes of storage on this device. Moving towards the back, again, it's curved, as you can see, so feels easy to hold in the hand, and it's really light, as I've told you. And we have a 16 megapixel camera and the Mi branding. And to give you an idea, let me actually compare it with some other devices. This is the Galaxy S7, which also has a 5.1 inch screen. And if you place it side by side, as you can see, the S7 is slightly smaller in size. Actually, the Mi 5 is a lot taller. And if we bring this is the iPhone 6s, and the iPhone 6s is a little bit again smaller in length, but in terms of weight, I would say the Mi 5 feels the lightest to hold, and also because of this curved back, feels a lot lighter. In fact, the iPhone 6s and even the S7 feel a lot heavy. Though even the battery on the Mi 5 is a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which is not user replaceable. So let me just quickly set this up, and in the meantime, let me give you a configuration overview. The Mi 5 is powered by the new Snapdragon 820 SoC, which is a quad-core processor clocked at 1.8 GHz. The variant that is sold in India comes with 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage, and it also has a fingerprint scanner, IR blaster, and it has a 5.15 inch 1080p screen, which has Gorilla Glass 4 protection. It also has a 16 megapixel rear facing camera with 4-axis optical image stabilization, and the front facing camera is actually a 4 megapixel camera, which has a 2 micron pixels. And moving towards the battery, it has a 3000 milliamp hour battery, and it does support Qualcomm quick charging. And regarding the pricing, the 32 gigabyte variant that will be sold in India will be selling for rupees 25,000, and it will be sold in India via mi.com. And this Mi 5 also has a fingerprint sensor within the home button, so let's just set it up. And you just place it, gives you haptic feedback. And there is also one more interesting thing about the physical home button. I'll show you that later on. And it's set up. I'll just remove this and we should be almost set up. So just completed the setup, and again it runs on MIUI. Let's look at the Android version, and it already says it has an update. Let's just go towards the settings, and if we go here, and if we go to about the device, and as you can see, it's having that 1.8 gigahertz quad core processor. And out of that 32 gigabytes, we get 25.18 gigabytes of space free. So you have to be aware of that because this device does not have a micro SD card slot. So you should be aware of the storage. And another interesting thing is that if you notice these two buttons, we can swap them around if you want within the customization. And another thing that I have noticed is that we have this quick tap for home button, and let's enable it. And if we do that, if we go to additional settings, we can enable that. And if we go to buttons, if I recall, yeah, and yeah, you enable this tap home to go back to the home button. And now this home button is a physical button, but you can just use it like a capacitive button. For example, within the UI, if you are there, if you open any app or stuff like that, if you just tap on it, it acts. You can obviously use the physical home button like this if you want, but I like the fact that it also acts like a capacitive button. So I like that feature in my opinion. Also wanted to quickly talk about the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner is embedded within the home button, and it actually works really fast. As you can see, I'll just press it now and it unlocked immediately. It's really fast and accurate in my opinion. The moment you press, it unlocks. As you can see, again, give you the idea. And we also get the app lock functionality. So you can lock some apps and use the fingerprint to authenticate. For example, this messaging app that is used for SMS, I've locked it. And if I press it, it'll ask for the fingerprint. And I do that, it opens. I've also locked the dialer, for example. So this functionality is also there, and that works with the fingerprint scanner. So let's also quickly look at the camera. Xiaomi was talking a lot about the camera. It has a 16 megapixel rear facing sensor with the new Sony sensor. That's a 16 megapixel. It also has 4-axis optical image stabilization. So I have to check how it does in video. I'll actually post a dedicated camera review if you guys want regarding the camera performance. Let's, as of now, quickly look at the camera. And it loaded actually really quickly. Let's just say okay, and let's try the tap to focus. Again, it's really fast. Again, the lighting is good over here. Let's take a photograph of this one, and the shutter speed is fast, as you can see. And let's look at the pictures that we just shot. So as you can see, let's zoom in to this watch. As you can see, I'm zooming in also quite a bit. Then also we have some decent detail. And here are some sample pictures that I shot with the Mi 5, and this is in completely auto mode. I just used the tap to focus, and I would say the camera performs actually really good in natural lighting. This was shot at night without flash, and here I enabled the flash. The flash is actually pretty powerful, and these are some shots that I took in artificial light in my office. Overall, I would say the camera looks to be decent, but I need to test it a lot more. So again, a very interesting handset, but I'm saddened to see that Xiaomi has launched just the 32 gigabyte variant as of now in India, because I feel, yes, 32 gigabytes of storage, approximately we get 25 gigs is okay for most users, but if you're sort of a power user, the 32 gigabyte storage can be an issue because we don't have a micro SD card slot. So guys, that's it for now for this unboxing and first look at this Xiaomi Mi 5. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.